Here, stern of the boat on the port or left-hand side is the men's room, on the starboard or right-hand side is the ladies' room. Careful as you walk around, be mindful of your neighbors. We'll be getting underway very shortly here. The captain will have some information on safety, tell you a bit more about our boat, and then we'll go for a boat ride. Oh yeah. Thank you. When designed this building, it was the first skyscraper to have air conditioning. It was the first skyscraper ever built on the north bank of the main branch. The combination of the completion of this bridge, 1920, Michigan Avenue Bridge, and the building, the Wrigley, paved the way for development along Pine Street, which is now the Mag Mile. All right, so here's the Wrigley again. Check this out, friends. Think Spanish revivalism. Think Greco-Roman style architecture. Notice the decorative base of the Wrigley. See the bottom 3 floors, how fanciful? Jump to the top of the building. Boom. More decor up on top. That base, that shaft, that cornice, that tripartite configuration as we call it, that's the Chicago style. You'll see Beaux-Arts and Chicago style combined a lot. I'll do one more for you. Watch this. Left-hand side. See this lovely limestone building? Dates back to 1923. Alfred S. Alschler designed it. See the gargoyles made of stone in the lower corners, those stone reliefs? See the Corinthian-style columns just past the young ladies that are looking at us? Go to the top of this building on your left-hand side. You'll see more Corinthian-style columns. My favorite thing, friends, see the little pots that sit out on the edges in front of the building? Isn't that incredible? Yeah, who does that? Alfred S. Alschler does that, 1923. Now, right next door to it, they did the addition and turned the entire thing there into the London House Hotel, but I still call that building the former London Guarantee and Accident Building. I will talk about the skinny skyscraper to our left later, but right now, friends, jump with me to the forward left. Just past Wabash, we will fall in love with this building from the 1920s. That is the former Jewelers Building. Today they call it 35 East Wacker Drive. Do yourself a industrial river. Boom, here it is, right-hand side. Friends, take a picture. These are said to be some of the world's most photographed buildings. They're in all the movies in Chicago. Marina City Towers. Poured reinforced concrete. They are 60 stories apiece. Walking inside of them is what I describe as epic balcony parties. Use the vehicles in the parking garage as scale to show you how big these balconies are. Bertrand Goldberg, the man who built them. Architecture reflects attitudes. Back in the day, people shunned the river. You would have had the back of your building facing the water. Now they can't wait to invite it into their eatery, into their cafe, what have you. So now come back in time with me yet again to the 1920s, 1930s. Notice here to the right a very impressive limestone building, as they often are done so. This is Art Deco. The building is the Merchandise Mart. You've heard of it. Marshall Field paid for it. Joseph P. Kennedy used to own it. Something like 4.2 million square feet of space. It's the 3rd largest office building on the planet. The Pentagon is twice the size of this in Arlington, Virginia, and then 3 times the size of the Pentagon is a building in China whose name on the right-hand side here. They're going to build a luxury tower. It's going to be called Wolf Point East. Guess what it will look like? Its sister, Wolf Point West. That green glass structure over there, very attractive with the balconies. One of the more expensive luxury rentals in Chicago. They have a 492 square foot studio. That's a very small studio. $2,600 to move into that 492 square foot studio. Dang, indeed. Once you get into the convertible one bedroom, the actual one bedroom, you're paying something like $3,600 to $4,400 a month for a small one bedroom. You have a 3-bedroom penthouse on top that goes for $10,600 a month. So I tell you that for fun. I want to welcome you all to this location as the trains go by in the distance. Welcome, welcome to Wolf Point. Do yourselves a favor, look around, enjoy the beauty, look back from whence we came, look towards the south. European groups showed up here. Potawatomi, Miami, Algonquin. They occupied these areas. Wolf Point, the first taverns, saloons, churches, drugstores, they were all built here. As Illinois was granted statehood in 1818, Chicago became a town in 1833, a city March 4th, 1837. Very special, very beautiful place, Wolf Point. Now as we mosey on to the North Branch here, I want to bring you back to the fact that it was the industry that made Chicago. Enjoy the bridge, it's epic, it's amazing. We get nostalgic about the railroads. You know, my granddad worked the railroads. A lot of my homies talk to them, their families work some industry in Chicago. It's the city that works. You know, everyone has something to do. Swing it left-hand side quickly, and I'll come back to these, I promise. Boom, the Chicago River cottages from 1988. Triangular in shape, like the sail of a ship. Round windows, like porthole windows on a ship. The man who built the cottages, Harry Weiss. Harry Weiss, cool guy like you and I, loved boating, was quite an accomplished sailor. All of his buildings feature a nautical theme. Private dock access over there, 4 units, right, called the East Bank Club. Beautiful promenade, windows, trees, ivy. This thing's from the 70s, and guess what? When they built this building, there was nothing on this side. It was a blank facade. No promenade, no windows, no trees, no nada. The zoning laws required them to build this beautiful promenade. Yes, now buildings of today, and those to our left are from the 2000s. Kinsey Park. You can see how the river is very much purposefully invited into your home. So Captain Mark will turn the vessel about. 90 gross tons of cottage right there by Harry Weiss. See the brick building on our right? It dates back to 1898. That is the Fulton House by Frank B. Abbott. See the very top floor of the building? See how it doesn't match? They added the top floor in 1908 and then sealed the roof and the walls off with frozen cork and frozen horsehair. They turned that building into a cold storage warehouse. Then in the 80s, Harry Weiss renovated it into condos. That's why it had starfish on the facade, and that's why you saw private dock access. Opened up 1 week before the great stock market crash. Behind that stone facade today is the Lyric Opera House of Chicago. Don't sleep on this limestone building. See the theater masks? Tragedy, comedy, kind of like my tour. Notice how the building looks like a high-back armchair. See the sun hitting the high-back armchair part of it? The feller who paid for the building. Yeah, dig this. His name is Samuel Insull. Samuel Insull is described as being a very kingly fellow. A very kingly fellow. We should all be so lucky. We call the building Insull's throne. He paid for it. He built it. He built the opera house. Guess what? For his girlfriend. Yeah. Hug your ladies, fellas. And then whisper, I can't afford that. Sorry, baby. Now, again, we jump back and forth through time. You know I'm zany. We keep it moving. Thanks for listening. Thanks for having a good time. It's important to keep it light as we absorb this information. So here's 3 inches. You can feel it on your floors. Watch as your office door opens and closes by itself. While you draft your letter of resignation. Like, deuces, fam. I'm out of here. That's how I wrote it. Very contemporary. Look up over your shoulder. See the glass boxes up there? Smile and wave. There are people in those boxes taking our photographs. That's called the ledge. Who's done it? Who's been there? Yeah, plenty of is. If you've not yet been to the top of the stairs, go up there. If you don't like heights, you have no business going into these buildings. Just keep boating with us. Stay where it's safe. Really quickly for fun, friends, I want to show you how things change. See how the building on the right is still a glass box, but yet it totally isn't.
На колесо обозрения уже сразу поехали.
Ты
Ты не боишься уже?
Мы были здесь один раз, и он так боялся.
Уже не боишься, да?
Смотрите, как классно.
Ну, вы еще не видели, когда на здании, там высоко.
Смотрите, видно все Чикаго.
Ты не боишься? Хорошо. А помнишь, когда были здесь, боялся, да? Помнишь? Высоко.
Там корабль. Вообще так красиво. Аж нету слов. Смотрите, как там внизу. Что там включили? Что, Кирилл?
А что, вы открыли?
Нет, это... Наверное, они включают кондиционер. Или что тут, вентиляторы. Вот сейчас мы дальше поедем. Вот мы поднимаемся все выше.
Смотри, где там.
Смотрите, как красиво мы поднимаемся. Вау, какой вид.
Вау, смотрите, как высоко.
Смотрите там.
Красиво.
Смотрите там еще.
А там как красиво.
Ого, смотрите, вон тут уже как видно это речка.
Ой-ой, это что за море?
Кирюшка, нравится? Ой, какой он счастливый. Кирюша, когда что-то нравится, он счастливый. Да, Кирилл?
А Илюша,
Давай прыгать все вместе.
Да. Прыгать, Кирилл?
Кто не ходит, не хотите, да?
ой, какая красота.
Ну да, но все равно высоко.
Вот, Чикаго наш. Наш любимый. Да, любимый Чикаго.
Не стал Чикаго.
Он у нас всегда был любимый. Ой, его тут не
Стесняешься? Марджаджа, Марджа.
Уже
И
песню
Кирилл
поет.
повторяет, не надо повторять за Илюшей. Марджаджа, Марджаджа, где же ты, где?
Ой, как красиво.
Поздно.
А так быстро темнеет и уже темно.
Но я и знал, что вот как раз придем и будет это свет.
Ага.
Вообще рассвет здесь,
Да.
или не рассвет, рассвет.
Закат.
Да,
Закат,
закат. да.
Закат. Вообще
Нет,
так
рассвет,
красиво.
потому что рассвет оттуда. Да. Где?
Вот уже потемнело, мы едем.
Красиво где-то?
Кириллушка, да? Кириллушка, красиво? Скажи маме. Красиво, Илюш, красиво? Красиво. Илюша говорит, Россия. Красиво, Илюша?
Россия.
Красиво.
Это Россия, Кирилл? Или Чикаго?